We are witnessing history with the New York Knicks, as nobody saw this coming going into the season. But right now, the Knicks have found arguably the second best player on their team in a place where nobody expected it. Meanwhile, we do have a huge update on OG Anunoby, who did go down with an injury as well to go over. There's a lot of stuff to talk about on the Knicks right now, and we're going to waste no time jumping right into the video, guys. But real quick, if you're part of that 55% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a single New York Knicks update. We got a lot of great videos coming out for you guys every single day that you do not want to miss out on. We're having so much fun on the channel, so make sure to be subscribed and have those post notifications turned on. But with all that being said, let's jump into it. There is, again, a lot to go over on the Knicks, as we're witnessing history right now with this New York Knicks team, and the history is coming from none other than this guy right here, Mitchell Robinson. Mitch has been the X factor of the Knicks for a very long time now. This is nothing new, but he's graduated out of that X factor role, and right now arguably looks like the second best player on the team, or at the very least, the second most important player on the team outside of Jalen Brunson. Mitch is only averaging around 16 minutes per game this season despite being a starter, because the Knicks want to ramp him up slowly. He's had a history of ankle injuries that have required multiple surgeries and has kept him out the majority of the time since the 2023 season. So the Knicks want to be very careful with their big man, who really is a vital part of this team. The Knicks cannot win the NBA Finals if Mitch goes down with an injury this playoffs. It's just not going to work out. They won't have enough rim protection and defense and just all the things that Mitchell Robinson does well that absolutely terrorizes teams. And he has been on a new level of that, specifically in regards to one area of the game, which is his offensive rebounding. As the Strickland mentioned, Mitchell Robinson is the greatest offensive rebounder of this generation, and his stats this season are unreal. He is first in offensive rebound percentage, getting 30% of team offensive rebounds. First in rebound percentage in the NBA, getting 25% of the Knicks' rebounds. First in offensive rebounds per 100 possessions. First in rebounds per 100 possessions. And the Knicks are a plus 17.59 with Mitchell Robinson on the floor. There's no secret. If the Knicks want to win, it is going to be with Mitchell Robinson as one of the best players on this team. That's just what Mitch has become now. A guy who was picked in the second round, who was seen as a high flyer with really good rim running potential. We didn't think this was ever possible. We knew he could be an excellent rim protector, which he is in every sense of the word, but nobody expected him to become the best offensive rebounder in the last 20 years. And that is what we're witnessing with Mitchell Robinson right now. By the year, we see Mitchell Robinson has had an absolutely absurd offensive rebound percentage, having 60.2% of offensive rebounds, up to 61.7%, and this year, his best one, having really a 64.7 offensive rebound percentage with a 43.6 rebound percentage. Mitchell Robinson has been nothing short of truly unbelievable. It's not that he's just great and it's hard to imagine. It's really just impossible to fathom that Mitchell Robinson is doing this. It doesn't feel like real stats because of how damn good the man has been. And as Tommy Beer mentioned, the NBA's all-time record for most offensive rebounds per 36 minutes over the course of a full season is 6.6 by Moses Malone in 1979-1980. Meaning to sort of match up with Mitch, we're going back a good 45. I'm just kidding. That doesn't match up with Mitch at all. Dennis Rodman's career high was 5.7. As of today, Saturday, November 15th, Mitchell Robinson is averaging 13 offensive rebounds per game. If you average 13 rebounds per game, you're likely going to, lead the NBA in rebounds per game. You likely are. Domantas Sabonis did exactly that last season. Best rebounder in the league last year. Averaged 13 rebounds per game. Karl-Anthony Towns, one of the best rebounders in the NBA. Averages around 13 rebounds per game sometimes. Mitchell Robinson does that on one side of the ball. The offensive side, where usually the best offensive rebounders average around 4 or 5 per game per 36 minutes. Maybe get 2 in a night. And it's like, wow, good job on the offensive boards. Mitchell Robinson, in 16 minutes against the Miami Heat, had 8 in 16 minutes. 16 is half of 32. You see where I'm going with this. So, with that in mind, per 36 minutes, Mitchell Robinson would not be averaging 8 offensive rebounds per game or getting 8 offensive rebounds per game. He was on track to get around 18, exactly 18 to be exact, offensive rebounds a game. That is not normal. That is not something we have ever seen before in modern basketball. That is something that you hear about Wilt Chamberlain doing, but there aren't the stats to back it up. So we just say, I wonder how accurate that is. With Mitchell Robinson, we have the stats to back it up. He had 8. He was getting an offensive rebound every 2 minutes of the game. That means if for some reason Mitch played the whole game, he would have had 24 offensive rebounds. I don't know about you, but I don't even know how to continue this video after saying this. I don't know if you're expecting me to say something after, because I'm looking at my camera right now, kind of just staring blankly. I can't even see my face. I'm just like glaring into whatever the hell Mitchell Robinson is, because he's clearly not from this planet. I don't know what they're feeding, what they fed him down in the swamps of Florida and then Louisiana later on in his childhood. I don't even know how to respond to Mitchell Robinson doing this. I just saw myself talking, and I see myself when I record these videos for the first time in 3 minutes. Because I'm just glaring through the camera right now, trying to fathom how Mitchell Robinson is actively going out there and doing this. And you know, I'm coming up empty. Mike Brown, he's coming up quite giddy. Mike Brown said, freaking Mitch Robinson. Oh my God, 8 freaking offensive rebounds. Way to go, Mitch. Mike Brown, I had to use this photo of him. I know he looks kind of silly, but he was more animated than Tom Thibodeau ever was if you combine every time he ever smiled. Now, you don't have to be animated to be a great head coach. I mean, look at Greg Popovich. He wasn't animated a whole lot. But what I'm saying is Mike Brown, who comes from the pop tree, by the way, he was as dumbfounded as the rest of us, and he sees Mitch practice every day. This is absurd. This is unbelievable. I mean, Udonis Haslem texted Kel'el Ware after the game and said, get all the film with Mitchell Robinson. Watch every offensive rebound he got on you. And he said, you're absolutely right. I'm going to get the film and it won't happen again. They got the Knicks on Monday, so we're going to see it. If Bam Adebayo is not back, it's going to happen again. Mitchell Robinson loves beating up on young guys. He's having a great time doing it. This isn't the first time. He's played excellently against Victor Wembanyama as well. Had one of the best games against rookie Wemby. I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal. This was back in November when Wemby was first in the league. The only person who had a better game than Mitch by far against Victor Wembanyama was when Joel Embiid put up 70 points on Wemby to make a statement. And, I mean, Joel Embiid, especially that year when he won MVP, if I recall correctly, he was one of those dominant centers in the NBA when he was healthy. I know that none of us are Joel Embiid fans, especially regarding Mitch. But at the end of the day, he's great. Like, we can't discount the fact that Joel Embiid's a great basketball player despite not ever making a conference finals. But that's not the point. Mitchell Robinson has, because Mitchell Robinson's the greatest thing to ever happen to humanity. And that's just the way it goes. Mitch on the season is averaging 9 rebounds per game with 4 points and 1.2 blocks. He's also getting half a steal a night, shooting 58% from the field, and is avoiding getting to the line where he cannot shoot free throws very well whatsoever, literally having a free throw percentage of 0 on the season. He has shot free throws, but he's barely shot free throws, so he's avoided it. He's averaging 6 offensive rebounds a night with 2.8 defensive rebounds a night. The man is the best offensive rebounder in basketball. He's the best offensive rebounder that we've seen since I've started watching basketball. At the very least, I started really, really paying attention to basketball in 2011. And before someone in the comments roasts me, I was 10. So give me a break. At the end of the day, since 2011, when I've seriously watched basketball, Tyson Chandler to me for so long was that great offensive rebounder the Knicks had. Mitchell Robinson makes Tyson Chandler look like me. Like, that's the difference here. I don't and not all around. Not all around at all. I understand Tyson Chandler was an all-star. I get it. And Defensive Player of the Year. On the offensive rebound side of things, I want to make that very clear. No part of me is trying to shade Tyson Chandler, one of my favorite players of all time. Absolutely loved watching him growing up. Loved him on the Mavericks as well once he went back there after. I know he was on the Mavericks before as well. But, you know, I love Tyson Chandler. Loved him on the Lakers. Loved him on the Rockets. Loved him on the Suns. He's Tyson Chandler. He's Big Tyson. He also is a big advocate for elephants and wildlife, baby. In case you didn't know, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat because we love the wildlife out here. But here's the deal. Mitchell Robinson is just the best thing that's ever happened. Not the best thing that's ever happened is, well, this. OG Anunoby went down with a hamstring injury, and that absolutely is terrible news. OG has been one of the most important players on the Knicks for a while now. Ever since they traded for him, that was evidently clear. And also, when Jalen Brunson was out, like he is now, the last time that Brunson was out, OG played phenomenally. So this is a real just unfortunate gut punch right here. Is OG was putting up 23 points, 5 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 2 steals, shooting 40% from 3 and 47% from the field with a plus 42 in Jalen Brunson's 15-game absence last season. So seeing OG now not being able to play because of a hamstring injury sucks, especially because it takes away more Knicks scoring, putting a lot more pressure on Karl-Anthony Towns, who looked just fine doing it, and Mikal Bridges, who did not have a great game against the Heat, but we know how damn good Mikal Bridges is. So where those two are going to have to shoulder a very big offensive load, obviously having Jordan Clarkson, Deuce McBride, having Landry Shamet, who went for 36 points recently for a career high, shout out Landry, does help, but there is some definite concern regarding OG. Now, it was mentioned by Tim Bontemps that after the win, the focus shifted to the health of OG Anunoby, who quickly exited the game at the 6-minute 52 mark of the first quarter, shortly after missing a layup. He headed to the locker room and was ruled out a short time later. The Knicks said they would see how Anunoby feels on Saturday, though it's expected he will get an MRI to reveal the extent of the injury. Considering New York's lack of depth, losing Anunoby would be a problem under normal circumstances, but that's compounded by the loss of Brunson. Shams Charania reported Thursday that Brunson has a grade 1 ankle sprain and is day-to-day. On top of that, OG has been very good for the Knicks this season, putting up 16 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, getting nearly a block per game, getting 2 steals per game, shooting 47% from the field and 40% from 3, including 44% in the corner 3. OG's one of the best players in the Knicks, one of the most important players on the Knicks, so they desperately are going to need him back. But at the end of the day, right now, they have Mitchell Robinson, so the Knicks are going to win the finals. How do you guys feel about this all? Let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, once he is back, fans are going to be screaming OGs for sure, because he is going to be absolutely cooking opposing teams as per usual. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Mitchell Robinson.